I'm April, and when I was 22 years old, I found out that I was pregnant. It was a feeling of fear and, oh no, how did this just happen? I remember it specifically or distinctly because I was like, oh no, how could this have happened? What am I going to do? And that's the thought that was just going through my head. What am I going to do? After talking to different people, it seemed like the only thing that I could do was just kind of pretend I wasn't pregnant. And they convinced me that I should call Planned Parenthood and schedule an appointment to have an abortion. And I did. On the day of the appointment, I was driving to Planned Parenthood and I kept thinking, I need a miracle. And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't turn around. I didn't know what to do. So I pulled into Planned Parenthood and there was an old man who came over to my car who was with a group of people who were outside Planned Parenthood from Life Center, and they were holding their signs, and he came over to my car and I kind of rolled down the window. I was a little nervous because I didn't want to admit that I was really going here. And he handed me a pamphlet that Life Center has, and I drove over to a parking spot and just parked my car and sat there and I looked at it. And what it was a pamphlet of a picture of a baby at the same weeks that I was at. And it gave a list of everything developmentally that was going on with the baby. And I just remember at the very top, the first saying was fingers and fingernails and toes and it feels touch. And I was reading through this list of everything and seeing the detail of this baby, and I just started sobbing in my car thinking, how can I do this? But I didn't have the backbone to not. So I went back over to the people that were from Life Center because I thought they were my backbone. And they were the people who could stand behind me because I couldn't. And he directed me to the Life Center that was next to where the Planned Parenthood was. And I went in there and I was really nervous about going in because I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to admit again to someone else and they're gonna be disappointed in me too. And I went in and they were genuinely happy and they weren't judgmental and they weren't making me feel horrible. They were excited, and they were the first people since I found out that I was pregnant that they were genuinely excited for my pregnancy. And so I went in and I sat down with some of the counselors and they read the Bible with me, and they prayed with me and they showed me the little babies that they have, and this is your baby, and I was holding the baby in my hand, and it was just wow. And it was incredible, and because of that I have my wonderful son who I love very much, and I have found that it is so good that he's changed my life. Through all of this, I see God working in my life, and that He put the right people in place to save my child and to save me from having to face that regret for the rest of my life. And it's something that I really can't fathom, that He loves me that much, that He would choose me to be one of those girls that got stopped to save their child, to just have the love of the people at Life Center to be my support, that He actually put them in place there. It's amazing.